Welcome back, my adventure seekers. This is Cameron over at Airstream Charlotte, your favorite family-owned and operated Airstream exclusive dealership. Today, I want to talk a little bit about the Classic here. So I'm going to do a little walkthrough for you guys, show you some of the features and benefits that you'll get with the Classic. Today, we'll be showing the 2026 30-foot Classic, and this is going to be in the chamomile interiors. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. So right up front here, going to have our electric tongue jack. Going to have a beautiful light right here, brighten up the night for you whenever you're out at the campground. Just need a little bit of extra light. Of course, this is going to be electric, so no need to crank that tongue jack up and down. It's awesome. Coupler system, that's an automatic lock up there, so you're not having to mess too much with that lock or anything like that. Nice level bubble up here, so it'll be able to help you out whenever you're trying to figure out, what kind of level and everything that you need. And always, there's going to be a nice pass-through right there. So in case, your electrics go bad or tongue jack ends up going bad, there's going to be an extra tool that comes with this. You'll be able to get it down in there and lift this tongue jack up and down manually. Think about all the little things whenever it comes to the Airstream. Just try to make sure you're prepared. Up front, you'll have two 30-pound steel propane tanks and a two-stage regulator. Two-stage regulator is awesome, so it'll let you know, whenever you are out of propane in any one of the tanks, you're able to direct it and tell you exactly which tank you want to go to. So if you see that arrow right there, I'm indicating that I'm using that propane tank right there. I can point it straight down and use both tanks, or point it over here and use just one tank. You also have some gauges on top, and you'll also be able to view that on the multiplex system on the inside. As always, we have QR codes throughout. These QR codes are amazing. Take you to about 60 or so videos on the Airstream website, about a minute long. So you don't have to worry about, watching anything that's too lengthy or anything. And it'll help you identify some of the components and teach you how to use some of the things if you ever get lost while you're out there. So we have these solar guards right up front. These solar guards are awesome, blocking out 70% of the UV rays coming in. Make sure it keeps those inside temperatures down nicely for you. And this front one would be able to open up, be able to get this opened up like that. Be able to open up this front window as well. Get some nice breeze coming through, just let a little bit more of that outside in. These guys right here, they work on a hinge, so you'd be able to pull those back around, clean the glass behind it if you need to. This is really going to be a protective layer for you too. So in case any rocks or debris or anything like that happen to kick up, it'll hit this piece of almost like plexiglass type material, and it'll protect the windows and everything up underneath. It'd be way cheaper to replace one of these than it would be the actual window itself. That'll be the same thing for my rock guards down below as well. So you have two stainless steel rock guards. Those rock guards are awesome. Do the same thing, just protecting the coach whenever you have rocks or anything kicking back up. So it's going to be way cheaper to replace these than the actual body panels themselves. So they think about everything when it comes to these Airstreams. Down below up front, a lot of people always ask, hey, do we have a spare tire? Because, a lot of travel trailers don't come with a spare tire. Airstreams always have a spare tire. So your spare tire is going to be right up here, up under your A-frame. So there's going to be a pin and lock on the other side. You'll be able to unlatch that, get that down and access that spare tire, which is awesome. And then also on this side right here, we're going to have a LPG port. That LPG port is going to utilize the two LP tanks that's right here. So if you had a little Blackstone grill or anything you wanted to get hooked up, you'd be able to connect it right here with that quick connect that it comes with in your goodie box. And you'll be able to use that Blackstone right out front without having to bring any additional propane or anything with you. Think about all the little things when it comes to the Airstream. Right here, that's going to be something new that came to the 2025 model year. If you don't know what this is going to be my Dexter Tow Assist system. That Dexter Tow Assist is going to help whenever you're out there traveling. It's going to help kind of correct some of that sway for you. Now, it's not going to completely mitigate you from needing any type of sway bars or any type of weight distribution. This is just something to help in addition with that. So there's going to be some computer systems on the inside. It'll automatically detect whenever the trailer is starting to sway before you can even notice it. And it'll automatically start making those corrections so that that trailer stays behind you really nicely. As we keep moving along, see we have some nice awnings on this side. So this side, we're going to have a little bit shorter awnings. These short awnings right here, just really meant to put shade on the exterior of the coach. It helps out a lot, especially with me being a walkthrough technician. I can tell you firsthand, doing these walkthroughs in the middle of the summer, in the middle of the heat, getting these smaller awnings out, cutting down those inside temperatures really makes a huge difference when you're inside camping and everything. So it's really nice to have these exterior awnings right here. Don't take up too much room. Just really help cut down on those temperatures. Right there, there's going to be just a little exhaust for your Aldi system. So you'll have the Aldi on board. So it's a glycol solution and runs around the perimeter. Talk a little bit more about that when we get to the inside. Right here, this storage compartment, this is going to be my outdoor shower. So this outdoor shower is going to have a quick connect port that comes with it. So you'll be able to have hot and cold water here. So outdoor shower is going to be great. If you needed to wash off your feet or anything, wash off some gear, wash off the pups before you go back inside the trailer, just make sure everything stays nice and clean. All right, get that locked back up. Beside that, we're going to have some more of our ports. So this is going to be my data center right there. So you have a Cat 6 port right there and some and a cable inlet. So if you needed to do any internet or anything like that, or if the campground had any cable for you, you'd be able to hook up there. Down below that, this is going to be my 50 amp service. So you'll have a smart cord here. Be able to plug that smart cord in. Smart cords are awesome. Have about 20 times the connection of your traditional collar twist lock plugs. So you'll be able to get that plugged in, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. I think it's in one of my storage compartments back here. So just kind of show you what that whole process and setup looks like. Right here is going to be your fresh water fill. So you'll be able to fill up all those tanks down below if you needed to. If you're going out doing some boondocking, don't want to use any of the campgrounds facilities or water, you'll be able to fill up your fresh water there. So just a little bit of everything on board. Right here, we're going to have our city water fill and our black tank flush. Both of these have a 50 PSI regulator on board, so no need to buy any additional regulators or anything like that. Just hook up your potable water hose here and you're good to go. Down below with that black tank flush, so a lot of people are always curious about what this black tank flush is. So there's going to be a sprinkler system on the inside of that tank, and it's going to clean down that tank. So every time you go dump your black tank, you want to hook up a regular garden hose right here. You're going to close up that fork, let it run for about 30 seconds or so, open it back out, let it flush back out. This ensures that you have an absolutely clean black tank every single time that you dump. And you want to make sure that you use it every time because it's going to be a use it or lose it situation. So if you're not using it, those sprinklers can get kicked up and it'll won't be able to shoot that water through like it should. Down below, this is just going to be your tank dump system. So you have your black tank dump valve, gray tank dump valve, and be able to hook up your sewer hose there. One thing I didn't point out up front, just want to point this out real quick too. This is awesome. So Airstream always incorporates a little storage facility for your slinky. So you don't have to worry about putting it in the bumper with anything else and making sure that, everything stays apart, nice and clean and sanitary. You don't have to worry about doing anything like that. Here at Airstream Charlotte, we always like to recommend putting a little carabiner in these too, just so that way you're not rolling down the road and end up losing your stinky slinky. So back here, we're going to have a few storage compartments. This storage compartment is awesome right here, especially if you have, your gloves and everything else as you're trying to dump all your tanks. A lot of my customers end up putting all their gloves, little things like that in this guy right there, just because, we have our dump station there. It's just something nice that we can keep everything separate as well. And since this is a twin bed configuration, we're going to have 3 of these storage compartments. So you'll have one here, and then we have that quick connect that I was talking about for your outdoor shower. So that's awesome. And then right here is going to be the smart plug that I was talking about. So we did a update to the smart plug in the 2026 model year, gave it this angled feel to it, so that way it just goes in a little bit easier, comes out a little bit easier, not having to really mess with it. Then there's going to be some LED indications on top as well. These LED indications are awesome, so you always want to make sure that you're plugging this cord into the campground facilities first before you plug it into your coach, because this will let you know what the campground is doing, whether it has some bad polarities, if they're reversed, or if the ground isn't connected properly, or if you don't have power at all. So you always want to check and make sure that you have a blue light here before you plug it in. If you don't have a blue light, don't plug it in. You might end up frying the electrics on your coach. So, I mean, gives you a lot of space here. Nice light here as well, so you can brighten up everything if you needed to see in the middle of the night. These storage compartments are weather sealed, so you don't have to worry about anything. You can lock those up. Awesome. Have another little awning here. So we keep working our way to the back. You see, have another awning in the back. Like I said, another one of the short ones, just meant to put some shade on the coach, keep those inside temperatures down. Have another storage compartment here. This one is going to be the largest storage compartment that you have. So you have this right here, and then these guys move out the way. Have some extra storage down there, so it really drops down low for you, so you're able to get a lot of your gear inside, not having to worry about, you know, hey, where are all my goodies going? It's awesome. That one's stored. That one's weather sealed as well. Then you'll have another storage compartment here. This one is going to be the only storage compartment. Well, not the only storage compartment. The ones up underneath that I was talking about for the gloves and everything, that one won't be weather sealed. So that one, in addition to this one, will not be weather sealed. Just want to make sure that you're not putting anything in there that could get affected by the elements. Also with the 2026, we have a new camera. So you remember those older cameras, they sat up above the awning. They were a little bit bigger, little black cameras. So this one is a lower profile, smaller, really nice to use. Just make it really clean look with these Airstreams. All right, so as we keep moving around, we'll have another one of these storage compartments that's on the side right here. So the same deal that's on this side, on the other side. Just a little something that, you know, maybe if you wanted to put some wheel chocks or something like that in there, you'd be able to do that. Here, you'll have another storage compartment. We have a few connections in here. So it's going to be that LP connection that is down below, so that quick connect for you. This is the little bar that I was talking about in case you that tongue jack goes bad. You need to use that manually. You'd be able to do that. Have some lug nut wrenches in there. Airstream, make sure you're equipped with everything that you need. And then this awning right here, this is going to be a large awning that you would be enjoying the campfire up under, enjoying, you know, just sitting around, talking with everybody up under. So this is going to be the largest one. It's electric, so you don't have to worry about, you know, getting this in and out. Just a simple press of the button. And another nice thing about these, to say, you know, if you're at a tight campground, it's tight spaces, you'd only needed to get the awning out a little bit, you'd be able to do that as well. So you just press the button, let the awning out, press it again whenever you need it to stop. Or if you have enough room to get the awning all the way out, just press the button once and let it do its thing. All right, so that's a lot of the things that's going on the outside. Have some 110 outlets down below. So in case you wanted to enjoy something, hook something up on the outside, you'd be able to do that. Up top right here, this is going to be the exterior vent for my stovetop. So if you needed to, if you were cooking on the inside, you would come here, release these latches. It's all stainless steel right here. Don't have to worry about anything, you know, occasionally breaking off. So be able to open that up, turn that vent on, and let out some of that bad gas. Always want to get that closed up whenever you're traveling. And then this storage compartment right here, well, it's not a storage compartment. This is going to be for my automatic stabilizers. So yes, the Classic does come with automatic stabilizers. So just be a simple press of the button. Have some extended retract, so you have two. So one of them be the front two, one of them be the back two. All you have to do is make sure that, you know, you're good on some stable ground. Press those buttons, let them come down. Once they hit the ground, you're good, let go. Don't want to put too much pressure on it because these stabilizers are really just meant to take the rock out of the coach, really not meant to support the entire weight of it. So you don't want to put too much pressure on them. All right, get that locked back up. So that's going to cover up a lot of the things that's going on the outside. One thing I always like to point out, Airstream is going to be certified green emerald status. What this means to you is everything that's going to be used building this trailer is going to be made with clean materials. So whenever you walk into some other trailers, you get that new trailer smell. Really, that's bad gases and everything that you shouldn't be breathing in. So it's going to be like formaldehyde, different types of off gases. So you won't have any chemicals in here that are used like that. It's going to be tried and true fasteners, dowel pins, screws, things like that. No bad glues. So you won't get that weird new trailer smell on the inside. And then on top of it, the insulation that we use here is going to resist the growth of mold and mildew. So you don't ever have to worry about, that being an issue or anything. So it's amazing. Airstream thinks about all the things, make sure everybody's nice and comfortable when they're out camping. Really nice sturdy door. It takes 8 hours to make that door alone. I mean, they really took their time whenever they're doing all these welds and everything with these trailers. Go ahead and cut some power on, get some lights. You also have a nice screen door here. You have this guy right here. They'll close that up. So nice thing with these screen doors as well, if you do have the pups, have these nice little metal cages, so no claws or anything are going through. You don't have to worry about your kids busting through the screen or anything like that. So be able to get that nice natural fresh air coming in without any worry. Everybody always asks, what this little button is. Oh, not sure if you heard that, but it's a doorbell. So anybody that's coming to the outside of your coach, has some questions or anything, wants to check it out, they can hit that doorbell. They can come on in. Let me grab some lights for everybody. Boom. All right, everything is getting nice and bright inside. Here, let me get these lights on in the back as well. All right, everything's cutting on. Let me turn off that radio so we can hear each other talk too. All right, so we are here in the 30-foot Classic. Like I said, this is going to be my chamomile interior. Really nice ultra leathers and everything. Nice Corian countertops. It's a really nice, beautiful, elegant feel on the inside of the Classic. So this is going to be Airstream's flagship model. So all the features, all the benefits that you can possibly think of are going to be right here in this Classic. One thing that I was talking about on the outside when I was talking about that exhaust with the Aldi, with that Aldi system, there's going to be a glycol solution that runs around the entire perimeter of the trailer. So you'll notice some bits on the outside right here in the back. Notice some in the back of the tray, on the back of the sofa here. There's also going to be some gaps right there as well, and that's all purposeful. So that's where that radiant heat is going to come out. It's not going to be like a forced air that you would normally get. It's going to be a super dry heat. It's going to be nice and moist. So you don't have to worry about, nose or anything like that drying up when you're out winter camping. So it's going to heat everything really nice and evenly. And then that glycol solution is also going to run through your towel rack. So you'll have a heated towel rack and your shower floor. So nice heated shower floors and towel racks. So that's one benefit that you get here with the Classic. Go ahead and talk about this sofa up front. These sofas are amazing. So they have some recline features and some leg lifts. So I'll go ahead and get these leg lifts out. So if you wanted to sit back and enjoy, the game on the big screen right here, you'd be able to do that. Get your legs kicked up. Then also on the side right here, you're going to have some USB-Cs on both sides. So that way you don't have to worry about, my phone dying or my tablet dying or anything like that. That's awesome. Also have some pass-throughs here. So I'll go ahead and get this one open so we can kind of see what that looks like. Ooh. So just a little bit of extra storage where they can fit them in. They always try to be conscientious of the space on the inside. This couch also turns into a bed for you. So plenty of space here. If I were, to lay down, I'm not going to kick my feet all the way up, but see, I have plenty of room. Have another room for a significant other or whoever wants to come camping with me. So not going to be lacking any room for any family, guest, or anything that wants to accompany you while we're out camping. Some nice locker storage up top. These are awesome. Nice wooden finish on those. Another feature of the 2026s, we changed our air vents. So these air vents are awesome. They increase the airflow by 80%. So you're not going to have to worry about, having the air not circulate like you want to. And then also right here, let's go ahead and talk about this is going to be my Max Air exhaust vent. These exhaust vents, amazing. So they bring out 720 cubic feet of air per minute. So it'll cool everything down immediately for you. Get, your screen door open, get a few windows open. Just let that natural air come through and cool everything down. I mean, they think about everything when it comes to these Airstreams. Then right here, we're going to have the dinette. This dinette will be able to drop down. You'll have a remote feature for that as well. So be able to drop down, convert that into a bed. Think about all the things. Right up top here, we're going to have some more storage cabinets. And then your media center. So right here with this media center, you'll have the Kipsch audio. So you'll be able to connect with that via Bluetooth if you wanted to, AM, FM, all that. And then right here, you're going to have, your Cat 6 cord and an HDMI. Cool thing about that HDMI port right there, if you had a Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, anything like that, you get it plugged up right there. It'll automatically shoot to your TV, so you don't have to worry about, messing with all the cords and everything in the back. Just get everything hooked up right there, and you're good to go. All right. So this is a dual AC, so you have one return here, one return in the bedroom. Right here, this is going to be the multiplex system. I did make a YouTube short on that, so I'll include that link down below, and I'll also include a link here in the video in a second. Right here is going to be my Aldi system. So this Aldi system is the one I was talking about with the glycol solution that runs around the perimeter of the trailer. So you'd be able to control, the temperature that's going to be inside of here, and you can also control how hot your water and everything is going to be with that. More locker storage up top. Beautiful Corian countertops, as I was mentioning. Get some of these closed. Oop. So have some nice deep sinks as well. Get those guys out the way, so don't have to worry about, only being able to fit one pan in there or maybe 2 cups and a plate. Always want to be conscientious of everything that they're doing when they're building these Airstreams. So then down below, going to have some more storage up underneath. Nice drawer systems, silverware tray right there. Some more drawers here. Going to have the C level 2 in there as well. So that C level 2, be able to monitor your battery levels, fresh tank, gray tank, black tank. So you have that there. You can also monitor that on the multiplex system as well. Little trash can on the side. Get all these closed up. Nice travel latches, keeps everything locked up for you as you're going down the road. Big, deep drawer there. Be able to fit anything that you need down there. It's another drawer here, and then another little slide out there. Be able to get all that in on board. So you'll have this convection microwave right here. So these convection microwaves are awesome. So you have the convection, microwave, and air fry technology right there. So don't have to worry about bringing any of the additional appliances. You can just fit everything all right inside right there. Plenty of room to, fit your frozen pizza, whatever it is inside, and get everything nice and cooking. 3 gas burner top right there. So be able to utilize that LP up front to use that. Some more GFCI outlets on board. Be able to use all those. Big 8 cubic foot refrigerator, freezer combo. This is going to be 12 volts, so it's not going to be two-way, not having to worry about using LP or anything like that. This will all run completely off the battery. So we come back here. Nice pantry system. So they changed this up. It didn't used to be this whole wooden finish. So you have this nice wooden finish. It used to be metal. So I really think it elevates the look a lot with the Classic. Just gives it a nice, elegant look to it. A little bit more storage there. Have the wardrobe space here. So the wardrobe space is going to be cedar lined, so you don't have to worry about any moisture or anything building up. Have that rib structure right there on the clothes hanging line, so you don't have to worry about clothes flying all over the place. QR codes again throughout. Make sure it gets you to those videos directly on the Classic, just showing you how some of the things work. And another cool thing about the Classic is not a lot of people know about is there's going to be a little safe on the inside. So down here below in the wardrobe, there's going to be a little cover panel. You'll be able to lift that up. There's going to be a safe on board. So if you needed to store, wallet, keys, jewelry, anything like that while you're out at the campground, making sure you're having all the fun without worrying about your valuables getting missing, you'll be able to do that. All right. Have some nice curtains. So you have this curtain here, be able to close up the bathroom. Also have a curtain here, be able to close up the bedroom if need be. Go ahead and get this bathroom door open. And that'll swing all the way around. Ooh, got caught on my curtain here. But that's craftsmanship right there. Be able to swing that door all the way open. Get some bathroom lights on so you can see what's going on in here. Really large bathroom space. Storage throughout that you'll be able to access. That goes pretty much all the way back to the edge over there. Have some more storage there. A little bit more here. And some more in the back. Large floor to ceiling mirror here, so be able to check your fit, everything before you're going out. Make sure everybody looks good. Close this back up. This is going to be your shower right here. There is a light on the inside, so you'll be able to get the shower on. There's a nice bench down there. It's going to be exhaust vent up top as well. So if you were out showering and it's a hot, steamy shower, get that exhaust vent going so that way you can let some of that steam out without steaming up the entire inside of the trailer. As we work our way back, just going to have some more in the bedroom. So a little bit more storage here. So you have some 2 storage compartments here. And then, yeah, there we go. There goes some ceiling lights. So you have some more storage compartments here. These shelves are adjustable, so you'll be able to move them up and down or out the way if you needed to. Some more hanging space up top with that rib structure. Same deal on the other end as well. So then you'll have some more locker storage up top. Have some here, have some back here, have some right here. This nightstand give you a little bit more storage. And then with the Classic, I know you guys see my other videos, and these tend to just be the fold down right here. But with the Classic, I actually have nice drawers that come out on both sides. So you have some drawers on this side as well. Just gives you a little bit extra storage, extra space. Another cool thing about the Classic is my beds work on a remote. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift this top up. So be able to lift the top of the bed up if you wanted to, sit up a little bit while you're watching TV. You don't want to lay all the way down. Just think about all the little things that would matter to anybody when they're out camping. So you have some remote controls here. Also have some more beside the bed, so that way you're not reaching all the way up and trying to access those. Also beside the bed, have some USB-C, USB outlets, so that way you'll be able to charge up your devices and everything as you're out camping. And then the last thing that is going to be Classic specific is the storage up underneath the twin beds. So with my queen bed configurations, I know you guys see me lift the beds up, have all that space up underneath. But with the Classic, even the twin bed, you'll be able to lift up and get some extra storage up underneath. So you're not going to be lacking any storage whenever you're here with the Classic. Be able to get all your gear on board. Also have another TV back here, working on an articulating mount. Be able to get that swiveled out and around. Anybody can watch some TV, get some things going. That's pretty much going to cover it up for me. This has been Cameron over at Airstream Charlotte, your favorite family-owned and operated dealership in the 30-foot Classic. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We're going to have some more videos coming with the 2026 lineup. I appreciate all the support that you guys are giving. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you want to see. We're happy to take that input, and I appreciate you guys coming out. Thanks.